that's how we start. Hello everyone. Why not? Okay. This is looking very grey. Last few adjustments and we should be good to go. I think my Spotify is louder than my voice. Should be more balanced now. Alrighty-o. Still have the impression that my voice is low. But the microphone is all maxed out, so we'll go this way. Just wanted to check if the saturation filter is on. Maybe it's better if I leave it this way. Oh boy. Avert your eyes. Okay, looks a bit more human than zombie. Not gonna be super talkative today, so I hope you enjoy the chilled music. Oh, hi, Itak. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. You're playing Pokemon Pokopia. Is it a new Pokemon game? I don't think I've heard of it. Yeah, it's not like Animal Crossing. It's a lot like Animal Crossing. If I could read, yeah, that will help. So that means that it sucks hours out of your life and you don't even notice. Yes. Yeah, Animal Crossing. I've only watched gameplays, and even those were very captivating and addictive. So I'm totally, it's totally up my alley. How are you doing today? All right. But I'm well enough to start to be streaming, so can't complain. I shouldn't be complaining. How are you doing? I have no memory of what I was doing. You're all right also. Okay, glad you are all right. Yeah, unlike usually, my playlist, like at least my starting playlist for today, is very quiet and chilled. I hope it meets your taste. It's good. Cool, cool. Actually, I forgot to paste the playlist link. Currently playing. Dogs, and let me do the same on YouTube. And pin. His eyes look very good. I really struggle with portraits of people. Thank you for the compliment. It was, I think, the last thing that I've done on the last stream. It was one of the features that was bugging me the most because they were too light colored. Yeah, portraits are very hard, and they're not my forte either. I'm just practicing a lot. I've been practicing a lot in the last year and a half. That's why I've got somewhat better, but I've struggled, especially with the lips, for I can say hours, and they still don't satisfy me 100%. But I might be able to live with them. I want to finish this ASAP and move on to the next piece. You're doing a great job. Oh, thank you. You're so kind. It does mean a lot, because every time I look at it, especially when you're not looking directly at it, it looks like, you know, Ecce Homo, the restoration, the Bosch restoration, I should say. Hold on, I can bring it up. Ecce restoration. I know it's a bit, like, it might feel a bit harsh as an observation. Where's the browser? Yeah, this guy. It's just that the colors, when you're not looking at it directly, and the fact that the head is quite round, it kept giving me that feel. So I need to add a background as soon as possible, because it's really, yeah, it's bugging me. I'm not saying that is kind of equally botched, but the kind of the color scheme and the areas of contrast, etc., give me that. their feel, so it makes me shiver. I hear you. I think it's really shaping up from my perspective, but we are harshest critics for sure. We definitely are. Also because I have an idea of how I wanted it to look, and the fact that it doesn't match that vision, it kind of makes the criticism harsher in a sense. I don't know if I'm just rambling or if it makes any sense. It makes sense. Okay, cool. The hamster is on the wheel still, at least for now. Is that a metaphor? The hamster on the wheel? Oh, yeah, I meant the hamster in my brain, the one that makes the whole circus move. And when it doesn't work, like I have squirrels and the hamster on the wheel, that is like the energy source of my brain. And when it stops and it just rambling starts happening. Sorry if I took for granted that you knew about it. It's just that I mention it pretty much on every stream, so I didn't want to be super repetitive saying what I was referring to. But yeah, it was a legit question. No, don't be sorry, it's all good. Glad. Yeah, the feeling that I like the least is feeling that I'm somewhat annoying people. So I try not to as much as I can. I ain't annoyed one bit. Thank you for confirming. I appreciate the honesty and transparency, rather. A bit on the saturated side. Blending in gouache is so hard. Oh, hello, Sketchy Tracks. How you doing? welcome to the stream. Hi, hi. How are you doing? I hope you're well. Finally caught your, your stream. I'm good, thanks. Yeah, I don't stream regularly and I don't stream often, so it's a bit difficult to catch you on stream. Thank you for joining us. And also thank you for the likes on Instagram. I always see your hearts coming through. So thank you. My pleasure. Oh, nice. I'm glad I'm doing something you like. Yeah, I think all three come from Casey's streams, or Casey's community, broadly speaking. It's such a nice community. I'm really glad that I found it. I can't even remember how I found it. Sorry, my brain is glitching a little bit at this time at night. Hi, JD. Thank you for the love. Oh, we have Carlo as well, the stream scribe. Thank you for stopping by. Definitely an SO for Carlo. One of the best finds of the year so far. I know it's just 3 months, but there've been 3 very long months. Yeah, I can't manage to do an SO because the chat is just bugged. Yay! Thank you, OBS, for being always so helpful. I can do it here. Ah. Working around the system, playing the hacker today. Will our hero manage to do an SL? Yay! Yo! All right, just a bit deflated. You can hear my brain glitching more often than usual. But other than that, it's all right. I'm glad I managed to be on your stream today a little bit. It really made my afternoon more livable. We were talking about lovely communities, and there you popped up. So, like you were vibing on the same wavelength, so to speak. Hey, verme verminoso from the lurk. This is extraordinary. Oh, that's very kind of you. Thank you. It's extremely, extremely generous. This medium is hard. When you're doing stylized pieces, it's a bit easier probably because you don't have to reach a level of smoothness in the blends, etc. You can get away with harsher shapes, etc. But realistic is a kick in the backside. Mic maybe a bit low. Okay, let me see if I can. Oh, I think it just turned the other way. Hold on. Let me mute it for a second while I reposition it. Bear with me. Thank you for letting me know, by the way. Okay, let's see if this is better. Probably not. I might lower Spotify. It's a bit aggressive today. Sound is an animal. Rabbit, moody, and all over the place. Indeed, it's a rabbit animal. It's an unpredictable one. Can you hear me better? Well, I hope you can hear me better, regardless of if you reply or not. Just if there are still issues with the sound, just let me know. Only slightly, but don't worry. Yeah, I still haven't found an ideal setup, even though this should be kind of the best mic, and it does sound good. It's just that the level, I don't know how to increase it. And I have it very, very close. It's not that I have it like on the desk. I'm really surprised that it's so low and so quiet. As a rule, I'd rather be loud and let people turn me down than be too low and not be able to hear well, even with the volume up. That is for sure what I prefer. Also, when music is too loud and it's kind of fighting against the voice, that doesn't sit well with me. That's why I really appreciate the feedback, because from one time to another, things change drastically. Because maybe I have, I don't know, a different shirt, or the playlist that I'm playing has different tracks, and there are different moods, so the volume is different, and it messes up with all the balance. I see you nodding. But you're a pro, like a very advanced pro in streaming abilities. So you have a few tips and tricks up your sleeves to make sure that things don't fall on their face every time you stream. Hey, Jack, sorry, I was Krill when you said hi above. It's raining super hard here, and my brain hurts from all the dank. Tell me about it. I live in England, so rain here is a pretty frequent, occasion, let's say, a frequent precipitation. Well, it's just that it's often grey and damp, so I totally get your unease. No apologies here. It's straight chat after all. Indeed. And sometimes can be a bit hard finding, following threads on Twitch. So there might be a discussion going and I lose track of it. So if that happened, I apologize in advance. One thing that really gets me angry is that this microphone in particular, picks up all the noises that I make, even the slightest, like either my chair or my foot or anything, but my voice is coming through very low and it's like right next to it. And it's the one that I want heard rather than the creaking and squeaking of the chair. It really annoys me to no end. Are you using OBS? Yes, I am. This is my favorite emote combo, squirrel. Oh gosh, yeah. There's focus with the squirrel saying focus. Very trustworthy. A squirrel saying someone else to focus. My squirrels don't behave. But it's a lovely combination of emotes for sure. There's an option under your microphone source for noise suppression. If you want help, I'm happy to. But if you tweak it enough, it will eliminate an abundance of non-vocal sounds. No one hears my heater, air conditioner, CPU fan, or door opening, closing, none of which are right on top of me and my studio. Oh, that's nice. I haven't checked all things that I should be probably changing in the audio settings. So yeah, I might look it up. It's under filters. Oh, nice. Thank you. Pressurize, get noise suppression. Good quality, more CPU usage. Should be okay. My computer can handle it. Feel free to DM me too. That's very kind. Thank you. I hope that I can manage to find resources online without bothering you, because you're already busy, without me bothering you. But it's a very kind offer, and I might take you on your word if I struggle to find the right or something that does actually work. Because finding information on the internet is easy. Finding righteous and trustworthy information on the internet is the hard part. It's not a bother. I'm happy to help, and had tons of it. And wouldn't have made it far if it all without I can't manage to read. I'll try. I wouldn't have made it far at all without some ridiculous kind and willing souls. Those souls do make a difference. So thank you for being one of those souls. I deeply appreciate it. That's all, yeah. I am the worst typoer on the internet, probably, or on Twitch. Yesterday, I managed to make one of the worst typos in my history. We were talking about rabbit holes, and I was just saying that I'm right at home, and rabbit holes are around rabbit holes, and I missed the T at the end of rabbit. That was not good. That was not good. I had to quickly rectify. I will not spell out loud what I did right, because it sounds very wrong. I evolved that term into kind of type potato. Some people will get the reference. I think I don't. Oh, hi. Astero Maria. I hope you're well on this Thursday, if it's still Thursday where you are. Hi, Verme Verminoso. Are you welcoming Astero Maria 04? Or you're asking me? You came out of lurk? I'm lurking in the background as usual. And I thank you for it. Everything helps, even lurks, so thank you. I know my explanation probably made no sense. It didn't to me, but I probably don't have the background knowledge that allows you to catch the explanation. Oh, sorry. My bad. I missed your second message. Sorry, reading it now. Were good cameras, were very expensive. Most videos had very low quality, and people would refer to it as being filmed on a potato. Oh yeah, potato resolution. Yes. We do say that often with my friends as well. Let me check what it was referred to. Pa, 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 pa. I might have lost the train of thought of discussion. Like at that point that we were talking about rabbit holes, so I might have missed the reference to the low resolution. Sorry about that. I think adding finishing the painting today question mark was a bit on the too positive side. I'm taking forever just to fix these few values adjustments. I'll most likely stream on Saturday as well. So there'll be a long one, which will allow me to progress more. Because one issue that I have between sessions is that I kind of cannot recall which color belongs to what and how it dries and how it is wet and how much water it has. Once I reactivate it after the session is finished and this has dried up. So it takes a little time for me to find my color mojo. And when the sessions are short, is something I need to reset and do on the next one. It's a bit time consuming. I will look into improving the sound of the mic when I'm offline, so you don't have to go through the boring bits. Then once I change some settings on the next stream, you'll be able to tell me if they helped or not. You are doing great with hues. Color is my weak area. That becomes even more challenging on digital media. I thought that digital media was on the easier side. I'm very interested in seeing, like, in hearing your take. But well, in a sense, letting alone the color picker tools, let's say, you still have a direct connection between saturation on the color dial, whilst you don't have that in traditional media. The thing that I find probably, I won't say easier, but more direct in traditional media is when you want to neutralize a color. So if you have a red, you add green and it tones it down. In digital media is probably harder to achieve the same unless you have a software that allows you to blend colors like in traditional media. I don't know if I'm making sense. But thank you for the compliment anyway. I'm trying my best. It's just very, very difficult to gauge how much it will, like, the color will change when it dries. So some areas are, like in this case, it was much richer when it was wet and now it's gone all chalky and white. So I need to go over it again. I switched from traditional to digital, so it takes time to adapt. To adapt. For sure, it does take time to change from one to the other, whichever direction you go. Which traditional media did you start from, if I can ask? Was it oils, markers? Sorry. Wow, raspy voice. Crayons and pencil colors. I don't think I've used either enough. But when I see people use them, Crayons are probably the most difficult. That's very light. The yo-yo is on. Or as I usually call it, wax on, wax off. You need to bear with me 1 second while I lift the board, because I need to look at it a bit more frontal rather than all squished. And we're back horizontal. As you can see, this area on the cheek is still wet. So when it's laying like this, flat, it looks like it's all another color. But if I finish the face today, it might be a good thing, because then Saturday I can focus on hair and background. And then call it. The YouTube chat decided to hide itself again. It's playing hide and seek. Even my instrumental playlists have all sorts of genres. Biggest advantage of digital undos, undoubtedly, and layers. Everything else is knowledge of the fundamental. Yeah, I agree. But undos make a big difference. Also, free transforms and kind of fluidify and that sort of shenanigans that you can do. Like if your proportions are off, you still have a chance of repositioning things. In traditional, not so easy to do. I would have loved to have the chance of repositioning things when I was working on Jinx and Vi from Arcane, which were the first two gouache fan arts that I've done before Leon. And my proportions were so off that I would really appreciated some sort of tooling to put that in place, in the right place rather. But hey, you live, you learn. I used to do that, but now I try not to fix proportions using tools. That's very, very smart. It's a good habit to have. It keeps you more alert. It's like when you draw, it's like one of the reasons why I like drawing with ink, kind of directly with ink without any pencil work under drawing. Like you need to be so much more conscious of what tract you put down or what mark you put down. That is not like, oh, well, I can fix it, I can erase it, and it's going to be fine, or I can blend it, I can smooth it, and blah, blah, blah. Once it's there with ink, it's there. So having that is definitely going to be useful because it trains you to be kind of careful with your proportions from the get-go. Same thing with the color picker. If I am painting digitally, which I occasionally do, I pretty much don't use the color picker. And I find that that is helpful when I need to, like in traditional media, when I need to nail and to match one specific color. Because my eye and my brain are trained to distinguish colors more than if I was using the color picker, if you get what I mean. And the other things, like the other tools that you have in digital you don't have in traditional, is like blurring or other type of filters that will allow you to soften or to blur in a specific manner. Like when you use motion vector style blurring, and it's much easier to do in digital than it is in traditional media. Or glow effects. That's the other thing that comes much easier in digital. Yes. All of the above. Like I have tried doing glow effects and sort of light on dark blending and object light source, etc. and gouache, and it's such a bollock. I had to give up on one idea for Jinx's background because I couldn't get the result of the glowing effect of the crystals that she has hanging. And well, in one of the environments, let's say, there are some hanging crystals and they emit light, and I could not get them to look right. So I've changed my background idea to be something different. I think I have here, like I've done some tests, some studies. Yeah, this is the one. I don't know if you can see it. It's all blurry and such. But this was the test with the hanging crystals, and I could not get, because they were supposed to be in the background and the focus was in the foreground. I think these were meant to be slightly glowy and blurred. I could not get them right for the love of anything. Oops, I moved everything. That's not good. Don't know what color I had on my brush. Da-da-da. Hey, Tack. I hope I didn't make you fall asleep with this playlist. Well, it depends. Maybe it was a good thing that you fell asleep. You were relaxed. Oh, I see. They still look better than what I tried doing in digital. I'm sure they were great. It's just that, as we were kind of mentioning earlier in chat, we're our worst and harshest critics. So if you have fresh eyes on what you've done, I'm sure they were great. Or they weren't as bad as you think they were. Let's put it that way. It's looking great so far. Thank you, Verme Verminoso. Really, really, really kind. Eating some Pocky. Mmm, nice. Love Pocky. You should share some, yes. I'm curious which flavor. I love several of them. Almost all of them. Probably my favorite is the dark chocolate one. Chocolate banana. Mmm. You definitely should share. Redeem points to send treats to streamer. In Japan, there were so many flavors. You're right, Verminoso. They have all sorts of flavors in Japan for Pocky and also for Kit Kats. Almost infinite amount of flavors. Feels like Harry Potter jelly beans. Like all flavors plus one or whatever the name is. It feels very, very similar. I've lowered Spotify a little bit because I think this track was a bit louder than the previous ones. This track is a bit aggressive. Much smoother, this one. Just checking that things are working on the YouTube side. Looks like they are. Perfect. Oh boy, oh boy. I'm just checking the overall picture. I think it was looking a bit better before I started because I've touched a bit too many things, too many areas, and now it's looking a bit wonky. Also, his jawline is so sharp now. I need to round it. This music would probably classify as wedding, like pre-party music, like while the invitees are coming, are arriving at the venue. My brain just went sideways again. Oh, I love this blue. Ba, ba, ba. Thank you for the lurk, Verminoso. Much appreciated, as always. Hey, Jack. From the emote that you've used, I'm gathering the info that you like the track. That's like a lovely set of dancing emotes. I don't have any yet, but I should add some when I have more slots, or when I have the chance anyway. But given how fixated on music I am, I think I need to have a dancing emote. Note to self. I like the pre-wedding entrance music, yeah. I don't know why, that's the immediate association that I have with this type of music. Did I go too blue? I think I did. To the rescue. Warm it up. Now the question is, will it be dark enough? Also, why did I make a puddle 3 feet square for a tiny thing that I needed to do? Well, I can use it for the color, I guess. I don't know. Well, I'll keep it for the hair. I will need some brown for the hair. I'll neutralize it. You haven't seen anything. I haven't messed up. These are not the droids you're looking for. Jedi mind trick. Crap. That happened. Did not see anything. No, there's. Yeah. By the time you said that you haven't seen anything, I messed up some more. Is all normal happening on this stream. I have too many witnesses now. Almost like nothing happened. Now I'm keeping on lifting that area. Unload the brush and scrape the brush. There is no mess in art, it's happy accidents. I agree. I should treat them as such. Just in the heat of the moment, it's hard to bring your brain to think of them as happy accidents. Given how much time I've spent trying to blend this bloody area. I definitely did not need to go over the whole neck again. Let's say the more I mess up, the more fixes I make, the more I can convince my brain that when things go south, I can fix them. I guess I could take it that way. Salve, salve zio Lello. A little Italian bracket here. Come va? Tutto bene? I believe you know that popular vintage paintings have layers hiding errors. Oh, plenty. that is one of the things I love watching, is like behind the scenes from museums where they show all the analysis, like X-ray and other type of detection of past layers and hidden features and such. Grazie per esserti unito a noi, zia Lello. Figurati, come va? Tutto bene, un po' stanchina per la settimana abbastanza lunga e pesante, però almeno Leon procede. Complimenti per il disegno, grazie, grazie, gentilissimo. Io di solito quando streamo parlo soltanto in inglese, quindi spero che sia ok per te. No problem, come preferisci tu. Perfect. I keep speaking in English also because my captions are set to English, and if I speak in Italian, they might just go off the rails. But yeah, I'm glad to... Però io non sono brava in inglese. Non importa, posso fare un po' e un po' anche. I usually only have non-Italian watchers, audience, like people in the audience, so I'm not used to swapping between English and Italian, but I'm glad to if needed. I've been watching some more Italian streamers these last few weeks. So we're like with the cross support, we've had like more Italian people joining our stream as well. So every now and again, I'll swap between English and Italian. Complimenti per la pronuncia. Grazie. Well, I've been living in England for the past 15 years, so if I didn't have a good pronunciation, I would have probably been a bit ashamed of myself. Please dry. I love the Depeche emote, Zialello. Studiando doppiaggio sono abituata a sentire la pronuncia inglese e quella americana, lo slang. Ah, studi doppiaggio. I've only attended one. Well, Ziolello was saying that he's studying dubbing, so voice acting, etc. I've attended one workshop of voice acting. It was really, really interesting and so captivating. I wanted to carry on doing it, but then COVID hit and everything went to crap. Purtroppo studio recitazione da più di 10 anni. Wow! Actor e voice art. Fantastico. Dubbing. Nice. Dubbing is hard because you need to combine intonation, timing, shapes of the lips. It's really tricky. Fai live da parecchio? No. I've started streaming a while ago, but I would only stream every, I don't know, like once every 2 months or something like that, like not regular at all. I started streaming more regularly since late November, quindi gli ultimi 3 mesi, 4 mesi. Ho cominciato a streamare un po' più regolarmente, una volta a settimana invece che una volta al mese, un passo avanti. Nice. Thank you, thank you. I'm trying my best. I'm still a huge noob, but I'm trying my best. It's quite tricky when you're painting and you rely on like how wet the paint and the paper is, because when you try to reply you might lose track of either which color you picked or how dry the paint is, so you might do something unexpected. That's something I still need to work on. Ma tu vivi in Italia o fuori? No, fuori, vivo in Inghilterra. Tu per studiare doppiaggio sei da Roma in su? Puoi anche non rispondere. Non mi voglio fare i fatti tuoi. Dici, Maria, ma una forchettata? Avresti tutto il diritto. Sara, se ti faccio questa domanda, ma infatti ero curiosa di capire perché è veramente brava sotto Roma, anche se la scuola ha una sede a Napoli. Ah, yeah, I've gotten to the point that I've forgot. Not that I forgot most Italian words, it's just that when I speak, English words are the first that come to mind, and then I need to kind of translate to Italian, and sometimes it doesn't make sense because I use an English grammar or an English sentence structure, and it doesn't make sense in Italian. So my relatives look at me like, what? Like the husky puppy with the head on the side. Sì, è divertentissimo quando parlo con i parenti, non mi vengono le parole in italiano. There's a lot of ums and uhs in my sentences. I have a lot of squirrels going around distracting me from what I want to say. And then when it's between languages or I need to stick to one and I can't mix and match, it gets quite tricky. Mi hanno sempre detto preferisco l'accento britannico che lo slang americano. Sì, anche perché quello americano in certe zone è veramente strascicato. Also, I have a bit of let's call it a feature. When I listen to someone speaking with a specific accent for a long time, I pick up the accent. And it happens both in Italian and in English. So I have a mix and match of accents both in Italian and in English. So if you want to guess where I'm from, sometimes it's hard to pinpoint. Almeno che non doppio Leonardo DiCaprio. Sempre a scuola, che lui sa parlare e ha anche un accento bello. Eh sì, alcuni ce l'hanno l'accento bello, anche se sono americani. There are some that I cannot understand when they speak, like Matthew McConaughey. I need subtitles for that guy. Regardless of how long I've been abroad, I need subtitles. Mi ricordo una volta del primo film americano non si capiva niente, facevo fatica a capire l'attacco. Immagino. I think languages are one of the topics that I'm most enthusiastically nerdy about. I really like languages. Spoiler, avevo poco tempo che la lezione stava per finire. Aspetta, non ho capito a che ti riferisci. Ma tu fai questo di mestiere? No, sto provando a farlo diventare il mio mestiere, ma faccio altro. Yeah, speaking of which, if anyone is new to the chat, I have, drum roll, if I can find it, an about command. It's a brief summary of who I am, what am I doing, and such. Alla lezione di doppiaggio con il film. Ah, sì, che mancava poco tempo, quindi c'era poco tempo per ripeterlo, per studiarlo quando era l'attacco. Ho pochissimo tempo, ho studiato tantissimo. Un film che forse conosci, se non erro, ha vinto l'Oscar. Quale? La curiosità che uccise il gatto. Oh, Million Dollar Baby. That's a fab. I like that movie. It's very sad and I cannot rewatch it. Ma è un bellissimo film. Beast of a movie. It punches you in the guts. L'hai visto in originale? Credo di sì. Penso di averlo visto sia in italiano che in inglese. Cioè, in inglese americano. And I'm gonna have to rewatch it. There are some movies that I really like, but I am susceptible, like emotionally, so I get really upset when the movie is well done and is quite strong. It has a strong impact on emotions. So I might not rewatch it often. Meglio in italiano. I'm sure your contribution was essential for this being better in Italian. Those sketchy tracks, it went all gold in your emotes. With a golden kappa. Sorry if I bump into the mic every now and then. Talking about Oscars, of course, golden goes without saying. This year more than other years. Giolello, ti posso chiedere che parte hai doppiato? Sempre se ti va di rispondere. È che sono molto curiosa di natura. Certamente mi fa mettere domande. Ok, grazie. Grazie per la disponibilità. La sa che la curiosità è donna. Io poi sono un caso patologico. La mia curiosità è infinita. Non c'è un limite. Beef. Mother of dragons. I'm left in paint like there's no tomorrow. Io doppiavo il ragazzo con problemi mentali che poi prende in giro, diciamo, il cattivo. Ok, poi quando me lo riguardo faccio attenzione a quale personaggio è. Grazie. Perché ora, come ora, non mi sovviene. L'ho visto tanto tempo fa e non l'ho rivisto. Some movies I know by heart, but some I have not rewatched after the first time. Prende in giro l'attore afroamericano. Oh, I see, ok. This is going to shine. I like captions that say, this is going to shine. Yeah, not exactly what I meant, but yeah, I like your take. Ti farebbe piacere partecipare ad un podcast e si parla di arte? Maybe? Non sono una persona particolarmente estroversa, ma ne possiamo parlare. Mi puoi mandare un DM. Anyway, say, what do you mean you're not an extroverted person? You're streaming. Yeah, two things don't exclude each other. Te ne parlano in privato insieme. Perfetto, grazie. Wax on, wax off, phase. Phase. Captions. Thank you. Not face. That's my bad for mispronouncing. Splishy splash. A bit of a Bob Ross moment. But I don't beat the devil out of the brush like he did. I forgot to blend this strip. This mark remained very sharp. Emergency. Io ancora non l'ho finito, ma suppongo che ti è piaciuto il nuovo Resident Evil. Non l'ho giocato, l'ho visto soltanto giocare, ma non l'ho giocato io. In realtà l'ho visto finire da Depeche l'altro giorno anche. Vabbè, l'altro giorno, qualche settimana fa. Quando stavo facendo la massima difficoltà. Dalla Depeche nazionale. Esatto. Lately I'm not playing many games. I watch gameplays more than playing games myself while I do something else. I have the bad habit of playing Overwatch every now and then. I swear at myself every time I do, but then I play again. Sono suo vecchio amico, ogni tanto lo chiamo anche in un'altra maniera. Immagino che ce ne possono essere tanti di vezzeggiativi. Ah, ba, ba, ba. Tantissimi. Playing good games is expensive. Is expensive when the currency is time, especially. At least for me, that is my main reason why I don't play mini games. Also because there are so many that I've acquired for free through the Epic Games daily redeems. I have a library that is overflowing with games, but I know that if I start one, I might risk of wasting tens, if not hundreds of hours, and I can't afford it. Not now, at least. I'm trying to focus on art, so every time I have spare time, I try to focus on art practice and such. While I draw, then I put a gameplay on and I might just enjoy someone else playing the game. Same, yeah. Is tough. We need to pick our battles. The struggle is real. I need to go over this bloody cheek when I do the hair again. Una saga che amo tantissimo, la saga dei Life is Strange. Ho visto qualche pezzo giocato, ma stiamo parlando di forse pre-Covid, quindi mi ricordo pochissimo. The games where I've spent the most amount of hours and that I like the most are Skyrim, The Witcher 3, well, Oblivion, before Skyrim was released, Red Dead Redemption 2, Life at Portia, which many people don't even know what it is, but is a tricky, life-sucking game that I spent hundreds of hours on. Life is Strange, Max and More, ok. È il primo, ne hanno fatti altri, ok. Non penso di aver tenuto traccia degli altri che hanno rilasciato. Poi tu dici che sono belli, se ti piace tutta la saga. Quindi non è che hanno sfasciato facendo il sequel o il secondo. Sequels can be almost scary because you always expect the worst from them. So when they don't, completely ruin the saga is a huge bonus. At least that is for me, because some sequels should have never seen the light of day. Ne hanno fatti 6, oggi è uscito l'ultimo. Ah, ok. I had no idea. Decisions. Let me do a mixeroo. Too much water. Frog. This is too light now. I'm bastardizing all my color patches. Now everything is mixed and I don't know who belongs to where. It's fantastic. Show how many subpoints. Adds more slots. So, not show. So, my brain just doesn't freaking work. How many subpoints that adds more slots? I think the I can't even remember. Let me see if I can access it quickly. So community 9. That's fewer words. Emotes. I think I still have slots for the subscriber emotes, but not for the follower emotes. I'm not sure what's wrong. Let's see. Oh, one started emote slot. I need another 8 subscriber points because I only have 2 now. One day. In theory, I think I could replace some emotes that I already have because I didn't know that there was a kind of a limitation on. Like, I thought that I could swap them, so I've put some placeholders in, and I wasn't aware of the fact that I needed to wait. I think 60 days. Yeah, I think it's 60 streaming days after you've become affiliate. I think so. I did not know that. Yeah, I think it does because standard emotes, I think the follower ones, I think. I'm not sure, honestly. I should probably read the page more accurately than I'm doing now. I'm just skimming. No, you're right. I think I can replace the existing emotes. But is the method that I was just talking about? It's like you can replace them when you reach like 60 streaming days after you've become affiliate. That is another thing that since it wasn't urgent, I just read it and forgot it. But the sub emotes, I think I still have several slots available. It's just that I didn't want to fill them with emotes that I wasn't sure were going to be used. So I'm collecting data at the moment. So one that I will definitely need is a dancing emote, because I have such a fixation for music, and sometimes we have bangers playing. So we do need some dancing emotes. To my knowledge, only 5 static slots are reserved for the following emotes. Yeah, you might be right. It's most likely that I misread the the naming convention of standard emote, but it was for the non-animated. That what standard was for. It wasn't standard for non-subscriber. It's just my brain just went and interpreted text in a different way. Just tried to interpret it the most convenient way. Missed some chat, sorry. Ok, it was just 1 minute ago, so hopefully you're still here. È stato un piacere conoscerti, veramente bello conoscerti, non sto scherzando, sei molto bravo, complimenti ancora per la pronuncia. Grazie, molto gentile, grazie per esserti affacciato. Good night chat, bye bye. Spero che ci vediamo presto, tanto se non ci vediamo di qua, ci vediamo dal lato de pesce. Grazie ancora, buonanotte. Grazie per la compagnia anche. This went very grey. What shall I do now? Emergency. This is gonna go dark. I already know it. This is a bit sad. Let me skip it. This is from the anime The Apothecary Diaries. And it's a bit sad as well, but I can't skip it more. At this point, I should change playlist altogether. It's nostalgic more than sad. I could leave it as is. One thing that I should do is try and revive and add some blood to the right cheek to homogenize the area. Now it's a bit the moment of truth. Will I be able to not mess up the whole right side of the face? Let's see. No, this is the chalky one. Crap. Can't remember. This might be a soundtrack from Arrival. Memory is failing me. Frog. His whole face is gone grey now. Mother of dragons. So close and yet so far. I think the Pain of Salvation had this in one of their lyrics. I think it was Disco Queen. And this music is also from Apothecary Diaries, which I really, really like. If it wasn't clear already. I like your emo drawings and your avatar drawings too. Yeah, thank you. That's my moderator's doing. He's precious. I'm gonna tag him, so it might pop from lurk. Let's see if it happens. You have been summoned. But yeah, thank you. I'll pass on the compliment. And it was a first for him, so he's multiplied the compliment. She looks so much grayer and on stream than it does in real life. It's a mix between a zombie and one of the creatures from Resident Evil, or one of the lickers. Not fully alive. Sorry, Leon, I didn't do you justice. My pretty boy is not super pretty. He's all patchy. The ladies of Capcom will have a gripe with me. Oh, yeah, I see we have like my summoning was successful. Yeah, so much either power control Z. Yeah, that does make a difference, but yeah, credit is definitely due. I'm gonna wait for this to dry before I touch it again, because I know I'm gonna mess up if I touch it when it's half and half. I think I lost a bit of chat. Humble Pro. Yeah, I'm very lucky. I am very lucky. How did I pronounce pro is a mystery. I pronounce it like my Italian brain just took hold of the situation, and I'm messing up in many places. Not everyone can pull off such polished emotes. I know, right? Almost everyone has them, but when they're nice, it is a nice thing to appreciate them, because they're not all the same. So thank you for doing so. And this is from The Last of Us, another game that I absolutely adore. I have not played myself, but I love it to bits. Well, I played some of it, or some of the second rather. Oh boy, oh boy. This has also a version with lyrics, but I very much prefer the instrumental version. Also, I just realized that in the many passes on Leon's cheek, I have erased his scar, so I will need to bring it back. I'm gonna hate myself for touching this again, because it was blended at this point. But no, let's touch everything. This is risky business. The moment I mess up, I need to redo the neck for the, I don't know, 5th time. I hope that doesn't happen. For the love of for the love of anything that's dear to me, I hope it doesn't happen. I'm lifting frog. Enough. Leave it, leave it, leave it, leave it, leave it. Oh, I need to skip this one. It's too sand. This is more generically mild. Almost hopeful. It's not that difficult. It is time consuming though. Oh, the emotes. Yeah. Well, it was your first time doing emotes, so you didn't have a workflow yet. You weren't sure what would have worked and what not in terms of grouping layers, that sort of thing. So it does take much longer when it's your first time. Still learning Clip Studio Paint. Yeah, I mean, there were a combination of firsts. Learning Clip Studio Paint, learning how to do emotes in particular, and all the other kind of new things. So you did a great job. Dun, 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 dun. Sorry, my voice is going. Clip Studio Paint does have some learning curve. Yeah, I have just gotten a license for it. I've just opened it, watched a couple of tutorials and closed it again, but I haven't actually done anything in it yet. So that's gonna be on my to-do list in the upcoming weeks/months. Ay, ay, ay. I was just checking, like kind of stepping back a little and trying to figure out what to fix before I call it a day. Just bear with me 1 second. I need to lift it for a bit. Just hold on. Please hold. I know that is not the best angle to show you things, but I need to be straight. Honestly, I think I might leave it. The more I keep touching it, the more I keep shifting things, and the more I'm not happy to go over the same areas 55 different times. I don't know if I should. It's a bit extreme, but I need to wait for it to dry. Should have followed the angle of the cheek. Frog. Oops. Leave it. Let it dry, then assess. Don't stress, assess. I would love to do some other, but between work and Overwatch is difficult. Yeah. Those two time-sucking things. Not the most compatible with artistic progression. Okay, I might be at my limits for today. Hopefully I won't have to touch the face, or will try to force myself not to touch the face before I tackle the background and the hair. Because if I keep retouching the face, I will never get around to do the rest. But hopefully Saturday I'll have more time, more continuous time. So fingers crossed, I'll manage to get this done. Oh, for frog's egg. Alpha frog's egg. Thank you, captions. That's something that I haven't seen before. Not exactly what I meant. That made me laugh. Okay, this is a metaphor for another day. I am at my wit's end. This is a metaphor another day. A meta for another day, not a metaphor. I love that frog. I want it. I need it. Where'd you get it? Eyes for dead frog. I love it. And also a frog hype, frog yawn. That's hilarious. That's fantastic. Thank you for sharing the emote. I do use the substitute frog quite a lot to keep my stream from being a swear pool. You have more. Oh, the little hearty, lovey one. That's so cute. That's really cute. There's also pet. Hello, the sad frog. Oh, I can make. Oh, that's another thing that I haven't shown because I didn't have the need, or probably I could have used it because in some moments I was a bit sad of messing up. I can make, like, that is another thing that JD has done. I can make the cactus cry. Gladly, I don't have to use it often. But yeah, it is a brilliant addition. I'll leave it crying for now, in case you haven't seen it. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, everyone, regardless, I am fried. So I will call it a day, end the stream very shortly. Thank you for giving me company, for being here, for the chats, for the laughs, for the lurks. Everything helps. Everything allows me to grow as a streamer, and hopefully I'll manage to do this full time anytime soon. Keep your fingers crossed for me. And thank you for showing up. It means a lot. It means the world to me. So thank you. Thank you so much. The art is coming out great. Oh, that's very kind. Thank you so much. It is very difficult for me to see past all the things that are not working. So it means a lot that is looking nice from outside eyes and fresh eyes. So thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Thanks for stream. All the best. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure, and I hope to see you soon around here or around the interwebs or on Casey's stream or on Casey's Discord. Wherever is always a pleasure crossing paths. So thank you all, and I hope you have a lovely morning, afternoon, night, wherever you are. See you hopefully on Saturday. If in the meantime, between streams, you want to keep in touch, these are my socials. You can find me on Instagram and YouTube. So there you go. Take care and remember to be kind to each other and to yourselves. Bye for now. Ciao, ciao. Ciao.